Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the WCW Saturday Night Review series. This is the 19th of May, or I'm sorry, 19th of June, 1993 matchup or match series here. Again, we've got over 1,300 audios in a variety of um, manners and topics to check out. You can certainly check out just about any of the last year or so in regular wrestling stuff, as well as Mid South Series, World Class Series. So we started Smoky Mountain Series. We're going to go back to that. Superstars of Wrestling, Wrestling Challenge, and so much more. Good stuff. Anyway, we opened this particular contest with a Psycho Sid and Vader Masters of the Powerbomb squash match. Hard clothesline by Sid. Sid does manage to hit a release power bomb, pretty aggressive there, and Sid gets a victory. These two men are certainly ready for Sting and Davey Boy Smith at the pay-per-view in a couple of weeks. Each blast, and that is a pretty major deal. The Masters of the Power Bomb managed respectively by Colonel Robert Parker and Harley Race, Vader by Race, and Sid by Parker. We go to return or clipped matches here uh, by the Horsemen and Hollywood Blondes at the Clash of the Champion deal there. Run-ins there. Barry Windham says he wants his hands back on Flair. Promises to retain the NWA Championship at the next pay-per-view, and that is that. Bagwell and his partner, I believe Scorpio at this point. Scorpio and Bagwell have been teaming for a while against the Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew, Rage and Fury, team that's around for a little while, not terribly too long, but anyway. Bagwell up and over with some pretty basic maneuvers and hip tosses and the like there. Bagwell actually is in a singles match here, and with one half of the Wrecking Crew stays on the arm and cinches up on that arm pretty quickly, pretty evenly. Bagwell doing, singles work because Scorpio still had a deal in Japan backdrop along the way. Bagwell still treated like a pretty major deal as a singles star, gets a victory over one half of the Wrecking Crew. Teddy Long out to support Bagwell, and eventually ends up managing Bagwell and Scorpio in the next little while. Bagwell asks if when Scorpio returns that he will come watch them and give pointers since he is a former manager of the Tag Team Champions. Masters of the Power Bomb in the, I don't even know what you'd say, beach level video. Basically, they're on a boat. The boat explodes. And this is the way they challenge Sting and Davey Boy Smith to the Masters of the Powerbomb versus Sting and Davey Boy Smith career match at the next pay-per-view. Goofy stuff. If you've never seen it before, I know I gave it about 15 seconds, but it's a 10-minute video, or 5-minute video, that probably wasted about easily $50,000 to $100,000. Dusty Rhodes at the time, big on the mini movie concept, and no difference there. Anyway, Tony Zane and the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith out next. Smith gets caught with a couple of knees in the midsection and a big hanging suplex along the way. Eventually hits the power slam, gets the power slam 1, 2, 3, and Smith is victorious there. Then we go to more, actually, the challenge accepted by Sting and Davey Boy Smith, promising to get rid of Vader and Sid at the pay-per-view. Another promo from the woman who is, I guess you'd say, tracking down Cactus Jack. This time at a homeless encampment. Basically, she can't find him, and again, the tie-in to Cleveland is there as an acknowledgement. Lord Stephen Regal, along with Sir William, is up next in an enhancement challenge match there. He is continuing to be a major star. Shots along the vein of arm drags, arm bars, and upper European uppercuts. Hard shots by Regal. Regal managing to do everything he can to get as much of a heel nature to him as possible. If you've never seen Regal in this role, worth going out of your way to see. One of the few bright spots of WCW at the time. Summer of '93, this was a rough time. They get back on track by the fall, but needless to say, rough time there. We kind of then see Regal get victory with some butterfly suplexes and submission attempts. Colonel Robert Parker in Ric Flair's Flair for the Gold segment is up next. Nothing of major note comes out of that. These Flair for the Golds are pretty flat, actually, during the time period. Paul Roma, who is, in fact, one of the Four Horsemen at this point, facing off against enhancement talent. Roma named one of the Horsemen pretty quickly. Only does a couple of minutes of a match here. Hard shots, including shoulder tackles and the like there. The enhancement talent has a good body. Roma does as well. That's Roma's chief operating deal at the time. Backbreaker by Roma. Roma manages to use power. And then the promise that the Horsemen will win the tag team championships is up here. Ricky Steamboat in your main event or final segment, blowing fire in that as we go to Steamboat and Orndorff going at it here. Blows out the fire and goes at it with Orndorff for a couple of minutes. Orndorff spends the majority of the match, which is only given about 6 minutes, complaining about the pull of hair and other basic things. Cuts Steamboat off at every opportunity. Crotches him on the middle rope on the inside. Steamboat goes to the top rope and gets a shot to the top of the head with a, I guess you'd say, a chop to the top of the head or something of that nature. Orndorff runs around on the outside, and they actually run out of time. Right as Dick Slater comes in, as Steamboat's about to win the contest with a cross body, Slater breaks up the pin, and we close the program with a DQ. Steamboat with a victory there. We'll be back with more right after this.